Hey everyone, Light Argent here, and today I got a hell of a video for you. As you can see in the title, I'm going to be talking to trick my whole school into believing that I had a broken arm. It was super hilarious, and I don't even know how I managed to do it looking back on it. I had no idea so many people would actually believe it, and when I mean so many people, I was talking about like a couple of years like that was above and below me, because I didn't know a lot of the years. Anyway, it was super hilarious looking back on it. And I promise it sounds far-fetched and fake, but believe me, it's not. I can tell you for certain, and I have people to back this up, that this was a true story that happened. Oh, and by the way, take a look at this. This is a Google Docs form where you can go and submit ideas to me, video ideas to me. So if you go video idea and you want to get like a shout out or something from it, you can write one for me. And you know, I'm a small channel, so I'm probably gonna end up reading it. So. Or you could even write it in the description. But anything is appreciated, and if you don't want to do that, I am completely fine with that, you know. Anyway, without further ado, let me tell you about this time. Alright, so, this whole thing started back when I was in primary school. You know, when I was nothing but a small lad. This took place around year 4. And for anyone who's not from the UK, or just doesn't know how old a year 4 kid is, they're around 8 to 9. I was 9 years old when I decided to do this. Background information for you to understand is that my mom and my dad had to go over for work trips in different countries. Usually that it wouldn't be both of them at the same time, since one of them would be able to take care of me. But, you know, most of the time they're at the house and take care of me, but sometimes they do that. Anyway, so they go on work trips to other countries. So one times, which is really rare that happened, was that they both had to go away at the same time. And that was that's never happened to me before. So I had to go and stay at my grandparents' house. Oh, my grandparents are also, by the way, just lovely people in general. I love both of them, and they're really good people, still alive. And when I was at my grandparents' house, my granddad had an old cast that he used when he was at the hospital, because he had injured his arm a few years ago. So I asked my granddad, and I had this genius idea. Wouldn't it be a great idea if I wore this to school as a prank? I was such an epic thinker that I had, and I just have such a big brain. Anyways, I asked my granddad, can I wear this cast to school? And can I bring it to school? And he asked me, why would you need to bring the cast to school? And quick as lightning, I had decided to respond with, drama. And since he's old, he's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Kids these days, you know, really different from my day, or whatever. So granddad drove me to school in the car, and I wore the cast. When I got out of the car, I went inside the school, and since my school's like at my primary school, they were a loving and caring community to me. They were like, oh my god, are you okay? What happened? How'd your arm break? And little 9-year-old me, this was already too much for me to handle. I was like, oh god, I did not think too far ahead. Like, man, this is just a prank. Oh god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. The feds are gonna catch me and put me in a 30-minute detention and make me lose out on my golden time. Oh, damn it, no. And so I wasn't prepared for it. And when I said the reason that I broke my arm, I said, one of the shelves in my house, they fell on me. I remember most people just ran along with it because they thought I have no reason to lie with it, and me doing a prank like this was absurd that people would do it. And besides, I was a genuinely good kid in school. I was like one of the kindest people there, so they think that I genuinely broke my arm, and no one thought I would do it in purpose. Anyways, it was amazing wearing this cast. Oh, and disclaimer, no offense to anyone who is just broken. And before you send hate over to me, I was 9 years old when I did this, okay? I don't know what I was doing when I was 9. I was just being weird and dumb. Please don't hate on me. So, I went on this cast was amazing because I got tons and tons of special treatment. Like, I gotta skip the line for lunch and I gotta go right in. Yes, my skinny body's gonna get fat. And that was amazing for 9-year-old me, let me tell you that. Lots of people took care of me, and like everyone was super nicer to me than they usually would be. And but there were downsides to it, because when at lunch they made me stay in the library and just like read books or whatever. But it was fine because I always had like 1 or 2 kids there who would like help me. And basically I remember once in lunch I took like, you know, this was really this is really, really criminal things we're talking about here, but instead of taking one pudding, I took 3 puddings. Okay, that's a lot, I know. Man's getting fat, and but what are they gonna do? Are they gonna tell the kid who broke his arm that you can't have 3 puddings? No one's gonna like you. You're gonna get hated on. No one's gonna accept that. So this went on for like 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks it was going on for. I brought it in every day. And remember, my mom and dad were gone for a month before they came back, and I go back to stay with them. So, and the school had written to my parents saying that we're so sorry to hear about Arjun and like his injury. I hope he gets better soon. And thank God they did not read that message, because they said that they've written to my parents and said that, and I was like, oh shit, this is the end of everything. This is the end of everything. They're gonna read it, and they're gonna call me, and they're gonna create a fuss. But lucky for me, they never ever my parents never ever read the letter, because if they did, they would have immediately called, and that would have led to a messy situation, wouldn't it? After the 3 weeks of wearing the cast, I decided that since it was half term, it would be way too difficult for me to wear it anymore after it, because it would then require that I'd have to have my parents drive me to school with the cast on, and they immediately ask why. And unlike my granddad, they know I don't do drama at school, and so when I came back to school, when I came home, my parents. I went into my parents' email, and I managed to quickly delete it like the epic hacker man I was, and that was it. I just left it in the recycling bin. It's still there, I'm pretty sure, if I look to this day, but they don't know that it exists. And I didn't want to tell them what happened. That's it. And I wonder what would have been the outcome for me if I had actually gotten caught, because that would have been interesting. If I gotten caught, would they give me detention? Would I get shouted at? Would they say not to do this again? What would the other kids think of me? I'm curious. I want to know. But unfortunately, I'm not going to know, because I never actually told anyone about this, except for a few close friends like a few years later. But yeah, that's it for the story. But alright, so yeah, guys, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would like to say it again that I don't want to disrespect anyone who's in a cast, anyone injured, anyone disabled while making this video. And I like you guys to remember, I was 9 at the time, guys, so just don't send any hate to me. I know now, I know what I did was kind of wrong, but at the time it was a harmless prank. But I still find this really, really funny, and I hope you enjoyed the Bedwars and the story, because I put tons of effort into this. And why don't you guys let me know down in the comments if you felt like that, so if you've ever had like faked an injury at school got attention, or maybe you faked an injury like anywhere, and maybe if people believe you. I'd love to hear about that in the description. Alright, well, see all of you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you stick around. That's it for now. Bye.